delicious. Well, it's here. New fridge. It's plugged in. It's working. I'll give you a little fridge tour. It's Bako. There's not really a lot in it, to be fair. Well, there's bugger all, really. I haven't been shopping, to be honest, so I need to do that. Got the important stuff, though. Beer. I'll have that. Thanks. So I can now start having fresh produce. Fresh flipping meat and fish. And cheese. God damn it, I've missed cheese. But today I thought I'd knock up a nice little curry. Nice little lamb meatball curry. If you like me, I flipping love a curry. I don't like the super hot ones, but I love a nice, rich, deep, spicy curry. But if you're going to a takeaway and having it delivered, it can be an expensive treat. And as we all know, we're getting shafted right now, so no one's got any bloody money. So we're going to do it on the cheap. And you might be sitting there thinking, Adam, lamb's expensive, what the hell are you doing? But to be honest, that's the biggest expense out of the whole meal. I think I paid just over a £5 for 500 grams. You can get it lower. You go to the supermarkets and get the sort of pre-packs. You can probably get it a bit cheaper. You could probably use frozen lamb mince if you want, or you could switch it out for like beef or pork. It's still going to be good, but we're using lamb today because, well, I bloody love lamb. Before we dive in, please do the usual thing. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. Share these recipes to your friends, family, and of course, the people in need. The first thing we need to do is to make the meatballs. So I'm going to get my, my minced lamb out of the fridge. Let's get the lamb mince into a bowl. Here we go. Then I'm going to add some spices to that. I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons of cumin, ground cumin. And as always, folks, the ingredients will be listed below this video. 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. I'm going to add maybe like 1/4 teaspoon of chilli powder. I don't want them like stupidly hot, because I'm going to add chilli powder to the sauce as well. And a couple of teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. And a good old pinch of salt. And then it's just a case of getting your hands in there, mixing it all up. Just so everything's all combined, those spices are going all the way through the meat, because you don't want to bite into like a dry clump of spices. That would not be pleasant, would it?
Disgusting!
Now that it's finally mixed, we need to make it into meatballs. And you can make them as big or as little as you like, but really you want sort of like mouth bite-sized pieces. Mouth bite-sized pieces? Bite-sized pieces. About that kind of size, that's what you're looking for. And whack them in the fridge, they'll quite happily sit there. Once you get on and prep your veg, have a glass of wine, shout at the kids, whatever you want. So what I'm going to do now is get everything sliced, diced and chopped. All I'm going to do is take the Incredible Hulk's willy, give it a bit of a wash, and then just dice that up into little cubes. With the onion, all I'm going to do is slice that up. You can dice it into cubes as well if you want. And the coriander, all I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take the stalks off. I'm going to dice them up and add them into the curry, because they've got lots and lots of flavour in there. Don't throw them away. The leaves I'm going to save for like the end and a bit of garnish. And then we're ready to start cooking the bleeding thing. So now all my prep's done, I'm going to take our pan. I'm going to add some oil. You can use ghee, but that's very expensive. So just plain sunflower or vegetable oil is perfectly fine. Usual drill, get the gas on. Then as the oil's getting nice and hot, we'll go in with the meatballs. I'm going to fry these off for a few minutes, because we want colour on there. We all know colour is flavour. And these will leach out some fat as well, which is going to be good flavour. Then I'm just going to take them out, just on a plate to one side. I know they're not cooked all the way through yet, but we're going to finish them off in the sauce. We just want colour at this stage. No, bud. I'm afraid not. Here he is. His leg. Go on then. And then keeping it on a medium heat, we're going with the onions and courgette. Now usually I tell you to like cook them down till they go nice and soft with no colour. We want to do the opposite this time. We don't need to cook them for ages, but we want them to be like almost like burger onions, just nicely caramelised, nice and brown. We're not actually making caramelised onions because that takes a long ass time. We just want the edges to be a little bit brown, because that's going to just really add flavour to your dish. Trust. Now once I've got that kind of nice brown colour on the courgettes and the onion, I'm going to go in with our other dry spices and another couple of teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. Lovely stuff. And on a gentle heat, we're just going to kind of cook those spices out for a minute or so. It just kind of wakes them up a bit, makes the curry taste generally better. Just be careful you don't burn them, because if you burn the spices, the whole thing's knackered. Shouldn't have pressed record yet. I haven't opened my tomatoes. Yeah, the plights of filming YouTube videos. It's not all glamorous. So next in with the chopped tomatoes. The chopped parsley stalks from earlier as well, get them in. As I said, there's plenty of flavour in there. Parsley? Did I say parsley?
You stupid idiot!
Coriander. Bloody hell. Wedge the meatballs in as well. I'll add a pinch of salt. Then I'm just going to take some water and just top it up a little bit. Look, it's entirely up to you. What you want to do is, you don't want it like swimming like a soup. You just sort of want it saucy, I guess. But what's going to happen is that's all going to cook down and reduce and become glossy. The spices are going to kind of work their magic. And it'll become, well, more curry-like. If you get halfway down the line and it's still too thick, add a touch more water. It's free. Well, it's not actually, is it? The ripper's off for that as well. Whack a lid on it and then leave that to simmer for about, I'd say 30 to 40 minutes. The sauce should reduce down, should be nice and thick and glossy, but not too thick. Okay, shall we have a little look then? See how we're doing? Ooh, steamy. That is looking gorgeous. That's about the consistency I'm looking for. If you want it a bit thinner, just add a bit more water. But another little tip for you, look. I don't know if you can see, I have to try and blow some of the steam away. I don't know if you can see them, the little pools of orange oil that kind of bubbled up to the surface. That's a good sign. It means like the spices are kind of cooked out and you're pretty much there. You're ready to go. Well, as long as your meatballs are cooked. Because you don't want to eat them raw, do you? You can eat that with whatever you like. Rice, you could serve it with roti, chips if you want. But I'm going to have mine with one of these flipping hoofing great naans. Look at the size of them. So about a minute before the curry's done, I'm going to add the coriander leaves and then turn my oven on low and then just chuck one of these directly on the shelf just to warm it through. And then you're going to serve it up and get it in your face hole. Dinner. There we are. Like I said, that'll feed like 4 people, maybe 2 adults, 2 kids. With your sides as well. If you're feeling really hungry, maybe 3. If you're a greedy pig like me, then maybe 2 people. It's a great little curry, it doesn't need a lot of spice. It's relatively cheap, it's all done in one pan, so you're not going to have like loads of different hobs on. And it's tasty, which is what we want, isn't it? We want tasty food at a cheap price. But I'm going to shoot off now because I need to finish the rest of this before it goes absolutely stone cold. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. Ooh. Share these recipes to your friends and family and also the people in need. Right, I'll see your gorgeous faces next time. Bye for now.